Hi guys, it's Shawn Marie from Kendy's Cuties. I'm back. I'm feeling better. um, Cold is pretty much gone now and I feel much better. And I am ready to do my video on my little unicorns and show you what I made. And I hope you guys like these ones. I didn't get a lot done. Nah, I don't know why. I really don't know why. I certainly had plenty of time. Some of them are a little bigger projects. It took me a little more time. Not quite as many small ones as I did with the other projects. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. I just didn't get as many done. I do need to adjust my camera just a tad. That's a little better. So, it is what it is. We got what we got. And I'm happy with them. I think they're adorable. I only got 5 made. I know, that's terrible. So, let me... Okay, this little guy. Look how teeny tiny this is in her hand. Mine is not teeny tiny. Obviously, this was made with a very thin acrylic type of yarn. Mine is quite large. He's really cute. This is an amigurumi _free pattern _. I don't know if that's the maker or not, but that's the only thing I found on it. I love this little guy. I think he's super cute. He would be a nice one to put the little hinged body pieces in so his arms and legs moved. You could even do it in the neck and make his head swivel. But either way, I think he's really sweet. And I think it came up very cute, and I'm quite happy with this one. And this is the Itty Bitty Unicorn. Mine did not come out quite as small. It looks like they used a chunky chenille yarn, same as me, but mine did come out a little bigger. I think this one is adorable. Very quick make. I would definitely make a bunch of these up and put them in probably my $10 bin. They're a quick little make. They are by at Casibella, Kascibella, Kascibelle, Kascibella. Good pattern, very cute. The hair and the tail are just little chain pieces that you bring back in and slip stitch back in. This one is a total no-sew. Very cute. Super quick. And I think kids are going to love this one. So this little guy is a different take. He's more of a standing up ragdoll style unicorn. I think he's really cute. I do love the way he was made. I did shorten my horn, I will admit. The horn on it seems very long, and using the thicker yarn that I used, it was getting fairly big. So I think maybe what they did was used an acrylic yarn for the horn, and I might have missed that in the directions. So mine was coming out really big, but it looks really cute. It still looks adorable. I have no complaints. It was a really good pattern, and I would make this one again. And it is by at Denegwa _Yuli. At DEYNEGA _YULY. At Denegwa? I don't know. So some of you may recognize this one from a past video I did back when it was the Instagram challenge. This is Yulani the Unicorn, and I did make 2 of these before, and I knew when I drew Unicorn that I wanted to make it again because I do love this pattern. It's one of the ones you work all 4 legs, and then you work them into the body part, and then you work your way up, and you work like a little neck, and you sew the head onto it. So there is still, again, a bit of sewing. The legs, however, are worked into the body. You don't sew the legs on. You sew the head onto the body, you sew the ears and the horn on, and the hair. And the hair is worked as one single piece. Even though it's got multiple strands, it's just one long piece. So it's really not too hard. It's a fairly quick make. I wouldn't say quick, but it's fairly quick. I charged 25 for this. I've sold 2 of them so far, and I'm going to charge 25 again. So, and I have no doubt it will sell. So I don't mind this pattern at all. It's a very good pattern. It is by, let me see if I can find it on here, at Art Wonderfully Made. At Art Wonderfully Made. Excuse my fingers sticking in the way there. So this little guy here is basically a little loaf unicorn, or in their case, a little loaf Pegasus. Because I was sticking with unicorn and not Pegasus, I did not put the wings on it, but he is extremely adorable. He is by at Manua.stuff. You can see it above the tail here. Just above the tail, at Manua.stuff. Very cute. I thought it was bobble legs, but they're not. They're little legs that you have to sew on. The muzzle is sewn on. Everything is sewn on this. It's a lot of sewing. But it's a super quick little pattern. So I didn't mind the amount of sewing that went with it. It's not bad. It wasn't bad. And he is really cute. He, she, whatever. Came out a decent size. And I am very happy with this one. These little ones, oh my goodness, aren't they adorable? It did say in the pattern not to stuff the arms. I did. Kind of wish I hadn't, because I didn't realize that you're supposed to bring both hands around to hold the star. And because I stuffed them, they don't really fold around to hold the star. I don't care for the way they drew all the little white squiggles and lines on it. I think it made the picture harder to understand. The pattern was very easy, however. Again, a lot of sewing on this one. Very cute pattern. I would probably do this one again. This is another one that had wings. I didn't put in the wings. It also could double as a teddy bear. It has that teddy bear kind of appeal to it, the shape, and you could broaden the muzzle a little bit, omit the horn, and you could probably make a little teddy bear out of it if you wanted to. This one is by at EMRIS Crochet. Emrys Crochet. And you can see that one right here under where it says free pattern. Very cute. Yeah, I like this one too. I liked them all, I have to admit. Oh, let me get started anyway. Let me see, which one do I want to start with? I think I'll start with this little guy. How cute is this little guy? Ain't he adorable? And let me see what one this was. Please excuse my cord hanging in the way here. This one is, he didn't really have a name, I guess. He was by an amigurumi _ free pattern _ doesn't really have a name. This is the one that was super tiny in her hand, made with an acrylic yarn. I love the way it came out though. It was so easy. The tail pieces were all just chained. Very quick, very easy. I like his little pop belly here. He almost has, his face almost has a Snoopy look. I did crochet on, embroider on the eyes. I think that gives it more of a Snoopy look. I don't know. But I wanted it to be baby safe. It's just the right size for a little one. Super soft, snuggly. Yeah, what else can I say? I made him out of cream. I had no white for this challenge, which was ridiculous, doing a unicorn challenge and having no white yarn. I had like a half a skein. So I made him cream. This right here is bubblegum. And then I just have some random yellow, like a peachy corally color, some lavender. I don't really remember what the colors themselves were. All by, they're all by Premier Parfait Chunky. This is the Maze. This is the Maze. So I think he could benefit from a little blush just to give him some color. Maybe some little blushing in the ears to give him a little color. I think that would dress him up a little bit. Not 100% sure if I'd make this one again. I mean, maybe, I don't know. He really was not that difficult. But again, like I said before, if I could have just used those little joint things, his little legs could move and his little arms could move. Could possibly even make him so his head twisted. I think it would be really, really cute. But overall, he is very sweet, and I do like him a lot. I think that any little child would be happy. I'm trying to get out of this, block the light, so that you can actually see the color of him. I think any small child would be happy to have this, and I think he'll sell quite well. I'd probably put him in at $15 to $18, and I think it would. So the next one is the little mini itty bitty unicorn. This is the one that's all one piece. He's not very big at all. Absolutely adorable though. I actually think he would be cute when made with sleepy eyes, like he was sleeping. But again, like I said, these are just chained and brought back and slip stitched back in. Same with all of his hairs on the top. His little horn is a bubble stitch. His feet are bubble stitched. His ears are bubble stitched. You start with the pink and then you change to your body color, which again was cream. Again, bubblegum and Maze. And I love this one. I think he's so cute. Works up very quick. Takes minimal amounts of yarn. And you can put him in your $10 bin easily. Very cute. Who did I say this one was by? At Cassibella. At Cassibella. Yeah. Very cute. I like him. Moving on. This is the little standing unicorn that was by Daynaga _Yuli. A little bigger than the other one. This is the one where I said I made his horn just a little bit smaller than the pattern called for, and again, I think it's more than big enough. He's got a big enough horn there. His ears are quite large as well, though, so it kind of all comes together quite nicely. I did put a little eyelash area over his little little plastic eye. He is done in marshmallow, mint, and then just the same random colors. You know, the bubblegum, the mint green, I don't even know what this one is. I'm going to say it's peach and haze maybe for the purple. The back side is super cute. Look at all those ringlets. And then you go on to the little ones down here at the tail. The tail has its own little set of ringlets, and then its head has all these little ringlets. Absolutely adorable. I do love this one. Probably one of my favorites in this. Again, I think he could benefit from a little blushing on the cheeks, maybe a little in the ears as well, just to perk up the color a little bit here. But all in all, very solid one. I like it, and I think it will sell very well. He is a little bigger, so probably I would easily put a $20 price tag on him, if not more. I don't know. Definitely at least 20. I think maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 22 would be pretty good on him. So the next one is Yulani. And like I said, I have made her a couple of times before. I'm pretty familiar with this pattern. Like I said, all four of the legs are made. Then you create this circular piece, and then you start working the legs into that circular piece. You work your way up and you chain across at some point up here, and then you work the back side of the body closed, and then you attach again, work up your neck, sew the head on, and all your little extra pieces. And I know it sounds like a lot, but honest to God, it really is not that hard to do. The pattern is really well written. This one I decided to make in all pinks. I have made the color that she has. They are the kind of cream with the peach. I've made that one before, and I sold it. And I did another one that was in lavenders, and I sold that. So I thought I would do this one in the pinks. She has quite the nice little tail going on here. Again, the tail is made like the mane. It's all one piece. By the time you're done with it, you chain, and then you're making your shoots off in your chain, and then you just attach the one single piece. This one is made as one long strip, and you just sew down the strip. Very cute. I do sell this one for $25, and like I said, I've had no problem selling it in the past, so I like it. It's a good pattern. And like I said, this one is by Art Wonderfully Made. It's a good pattern. I like this one. So the next one is the little loaf unicorn, and I lied because I did make him a Pegasus. I did put the wings on. Why was I thinking that I hadn't done the wings on him? I don't know, but I definitely did. He definitely has wings. This one doesn't want to stay up. This is his little tail. His little legs are made by 6 single crochet in a magic ring, and then you go around 6 again, make 4 of those for his legs, which I kind of like because you get to place them in the right spot, whereas bobble stitches sometimes come off a little bit awkward. But all his masses of curls going on up here. His nose piece is sewn on afterwards. I think if I made it again, I would just do it as a single piece, though. I would just start in the pink and then switch over. And again, his eyes are embroidered on. He is a pudgy little guy. Not super small. I mean, he's decent size. I think I would probably charge $15 for him. Very cute. Again, he is made in cream. The same range of colors here. Didn't change color much at all, honestly. A little bit. But not drastically. So that brings me to my final make. And my final make is, let me see. I don't know why these don't have names on them. It's the one by @Emerus Crochet. It's the one that has the little star. You'll have to forgive me. Once again, I have a one-eyed creature, but it's because I can't find the other eye. I used these cute little glue-on felt eyes that I ordered, and I can't find the other one. I don't know what I did with it. It's here. I just have to find it. But he is a one-eyed creature again. So, very, very cute if you don't look at the missing eyeball. I love the way this one's made. Again, everything is basically sewn on. These arms here are sewn in the round. Muzzle sewn on, ears are sewn on, everything is sewn on. Head gets sewed to the body. He is a good sized little, I was going to say bear. You can definitely turn this into a teddy bear. I have no doubt it would make a very cute teddy bear. Round the ears a little bit. Put a little bunch tail on the back, and you got a teddy bear. But this is the part I find the most interesting of this pattern. Isn't that cute, the way they did that? You've got all your little twisty curls up here by doing 3 in a stitch for 6 stitches. And then you just do down your chain until you get to your last 6 stitches. And then you make a few more curls. And then the whole thing is just attached to the back of the head. And you'd be proud of me. I actually sewed it on. I didn't glue it on. I did sew it on. And then his little star, which, like I said, they were supposed to be held more like this in his hand. And I guess I probably could still bring it around and do that. But I just attached it to one hand. And, you know, if you didn't see that pirate eye going on, I don't know if you can see the color of this eye, but it is actually a lavender color. There you go. It's a nice little lavender colored eye. I got these on Etsy, but I don't remember the seller's name. And I made this one out of the rose, the discontinued rose color. And then, again, the cream. And the same mint yellow and pink on the back as all the rest. He is probably my favorite make of all of them. And I honest to God did not think I was going to like this one when I started it. I thought, that doesn't look anything like a unicorn. I don't think I'm going to like that. And once I get his other eye, once I find it, I have a bin with all my eyes just thrown into it. I just need to take some time to sort through it and try to find it. It's probably right at the very bottom, you know. So, but I think all in all, he came out absolutely amazing. I do love it. I think he almost has a Care Bear quality as a unicorn. Maybe a Care Bear unicorn. I don't Care Bearicorn. I don't know. But he's decent sized. He is very decent sized. I would probably charge, oh gosh, $30 anyway for him. But it wasn't difficult to make. It really was not. Again, like all of them, there's a lot of sewing. Especially when you're doing unicorns, because you've got all the hair and stuff that always ends up having to be sewn on. Not many of these were made, so that everything was a quick sew. Again, I think the only one that was the little mini, guy. Which I think he would look cute if I made him with rainbow hair too, but I was trying to follow the pattern as much as possible. This one they did in pink and they did in blue, but I didn't follow that one exactly. I went with a color I really liked, and I love this rose, and I thought it would look really pretty. So, yeah, we got from this to this. Big size difference here. Equally adorable no matter which one you choose. And I don't know, I like them both. I like them both so much. Yeah. So anyway, that is the 5 makes that I made. Again, like I said, not super small. And I only have 2, well, I really only have 1 that's small. The rest of them are pretty decent size. So they did take me a little more time. I just didn't get enough done. I know I didn't get enough done. Like I said, I'm just starting to kick this cold. It kicked my butt. It's been a good one. I'm not 100% sure it wasn't COVID because I didn't test, and, you know, who wants to do that? You just get sick, you get over it, and you move on. So, I'm going to find my box, and we're going to draw a whole new month. Give me a minute to find that. Okay, so I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, that's a nasty one. 5, 6, 7 tags left. I don't know that I'm going to do too many more weeks of this because I like to move on to something else. Maybe 1 more week. Possibly 2, but this might be the last week of it. But regardless, this is the rabbit's progress on my box. It's a little more progress than the last time you saw it. Which is why I have to look for it, because he drags it all over the room. Eventually here, my tags are all going to stop falling out. But anyway, let's put them in. Let's give them a little shaky shake and see what we get for this month. This week. Seems like a month, doesn't it? Okay, what did we get? Please be something good. Should all be good. I picked them. Dragons! Yay! We got dragons. Ooh, it's going to be hard to find a bunch of dragon patterns that I can get done in a short period of time, because like the unicorns, they all seem to be large and a little more time consuming. But I love making dragons. And I need dragons. I don't know if you can see this one up here on my wall. This is Yulani the Water Dragon by Sphinx Crochet. That is literally the only dragon I have right now for when I go to sell. So I really do need to get some dragons made. it's time. So that's what we'll be working on. We will be getting some dragons made. Hopefully I'll have more to show you than 5. That's kind of sad, but a little lame. I did go for I probably already told you, I went for my eye doctor's appointment and got my prescription glass prescription. I just went in today to put my down payment on them. So in 2 weeks, hopefully, I will have my new glasses and I will be able to see again. Because these little store-bought things, I'm at $350. And I can't go any higher, and I can't see jack. So, I can't wait. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad you chose to come and watch my channel and spend a little time with me and listen to me ramble. I'd show you a clip of the bunny, but I don't know where he's at the moment. He just seems to have disappeared. I have Lily's bedroom door open, so I guarantee you he's in Lily's room. So, yeah. Bye, guys.